Hello guys, welcome back to HNK Sibenik, and it is a new season. We are yet to play a game. Our first game is against Rijeka, but before we make a start, let's have a quick look at pre-season. So we took on a lot of big clubs, got ruined. I didn't actually take control of any of these, so we got beaten by Rijeka, got beaten by RBL, got beaten by Dinamo, Rijeka, RBL, Club Brugge, but we beat Dinamo again 2-0 on Scorpion. It doesn't really matter, they're friendlies. What matters is the transfers. Now, I sold a lot of players. I brought in a lot of good players too. So, I've not played this save since December 17. Today is January 3rd, so it's been just over 2 weeks since I looked at this save. So I can't really remember much about this team. I do remember bringing in this guy here, Guy Asulin, on a free, and then selling him on for £650,000. A good bit of trade, I think. The club are disappointed that I sold him on, but I'm quite happy. Also brought in Edson on a free. He looks good. He looks good. I then sold him on to Arda Den Haag for £450,000. I needed to make money. Azerski's gone back to Ozopovici for £2,500. I mean, it's not massive sales, but they've all added up to 2.1 million, which has provided us a bit of cash in the squad. What we have got, though, are some good young players. Not necessarily him being a good young player, but he's a good player. Mato Milos. We got him for £350,000 from Lech in Poland, and he's filling in at left back. He's worth £1.1 million, so we got decent price for him. Jago Lukina, 18 years old. We picked him up. He's got some good potential. Got him for £45,000 from CSU Craiova. He is Croatian, so he's not a foreign player, which is helpful. And he's wanted. Who's he wanted by? Slutsk. Doesn't matter. Solid defender for us, really, and he's going to improve. Matija Zabec, again, 18-year-old Croatian, looks solid, especially in the physicals here. Got him 30 grand for Aluminij. Erjan Arama, £325,000 he's cost us. Again, 18 years old, Albanian, can play attacking mid. Kind of play MR as well. But, again, I mean, he's going to be a good player for us. Milos Stankovic, a bit of an older player here, but we needed someone to play right wing. And it was solid and cheap, 200,000. And finally, Goran Pandarov, 18 years old, Serbian, £32,500, or 32.5k. And again, a good young squad player, a good young Englishman, Croatian, good young player, is a prospect for the future. We still have Bozec, we still have Sego, we still have Jurgovic. Mohamed Aliou is still here. I was thinking about selling him and Yannick Stark at one point, but never got around to it. But yeah, I mean, we've got a decent sized squad full of young players too. Picked up a lot of young players, and that is something that we need. We are going to start off today's game in a second, anyway. We're taking on Rijeka. That's our first game of the season, so a tough game to start with. Our next game after today's game will be this Champions Cup playoff. We're going to play both of those games in one hit, see if we can get through to the Champions League. Well, I don't know if we've got to play a playoff yet. I'm assuming that we would need to do a third qualifying phase, yeah. No, wait. So is it, we just got to do second qualifying, have we? We just got to do second qualifying. That's not second qualifying, is it? We are prelim? No. First qualifying? No. I'm a little bit confused. I can't even see our team there. Anyway, we've got to do some sort of qualifying stage, and yeah, hopefully we don't have to play a second one. We just go straight into the Champions League groups. I should imagine that based on the fact it's mid-August, that'll be the case. But I've been itching to play this for weeks now, and I can't wait any longer. So, as I say, I'm recording this on the 3rd. You guys will see this on the 10th, I think. So, yeah. We do have... What else we got? I think they're building on the stadium. So, I mean, financially, we've got a bit more cash in the bank than we did previously. Wage budget is still shit. Transfer budget has still got some. I'm pretty sure we're working on... I'm pretty sure we're working on expanding the stadium. I may be wrong. Have a look. No, we're not. Why not? Why aren't we expanding the stadium? I don't know. Anyway, we're spending it over on our wage. So let's get that down to there. I don't think I'm going to be using that transfer budget anytime soon. I don't think I've got any future transfers set up, have I? Future transfers. This guy is coming in on a free in 2021. So he'll be joining us mid-January. So he was a free transfer. Talking of which, well, yeah, I know I want to get into this game. But expiring 6 months. Anyone decent? Mario, let's have a scout. You know, I really, really, really wish I had turned off attribute masking. Really do. Because I can't see fuck all of this. This makes it a little bit harder. I don't think there's anyone there that's going to interest us, to be honest. Clear that off. Ali Masoud. Let's get you scouted. Fuck it. Right, anyway, let's get on to this match. Rijeka, let's have a look at the tactic. I think the asymmetric may work for us here. I'm not sure. Let's go with quick pick. Get the well, nothing changed. Fine. Jerkovic on the bench. We want Sego on the bench, but he's on international duty. Aliu. Right. Let's get this sorted out. Pandarov. Carlo is still here. Good. Need a DM. Do I go with Pandarov or Bricalo? I mean, Bricalo was solid last season, but I mean, sorry, mate. Zabic. One of the newer players, isn't he? Yeah. Yes, he is. Right, and obviously Roglic is still here, still young as well. 17, I want to say. Yep. So we've got a nice young squad. Obviously, they do need to work on their dynamics, get some squad cohesion. Do we have a team meeting yet? I must have had a team meeting. Carlo's still here. Sarah's still here. Vraka is still here. Got a lot of decent influenza. Rijeka are favourites, apparently. There has been one game so far. Wunderbar. Right, let's get on with it, shall we? Let's go with... We go to Hole in the Hleb. Part of me wants to go with Hole in the Hleb. Part of me wants to go with this. Let's go with this. I've got to redo this shit now, haven't I? Fuck's sake. Alright. Pandarov, Bricalo, and... Stankovic can play both sides. Gerbic can play both sides, so I'm not too concerned about that. Gergeric. Carlo for Zabic. Right, let's get involved. Let's get involved. Submit the squad numbers. Yes, I auto squad number. What's the fucking problem? Some people hate it. Some people hate it when they do that. We have the players available to switch to the Hole in the Hleb should we need to. Let's give the fans a good performance. Right, they pull off an upset. Didn't like it. They didn't like it. Let's try and G them all up. I mean, I've been trying to catch up on the Red Bull save the last few hours. I don't really need to motivate the squad at all. Rajkovic, he didn't look sharp in training. Hadjic, I'd rather talk about the 11. Carol Metz, any team. Our preparation complete, no allows to get a good result. There we go. I can't even remember what I was saying now. Yeah, so the Red Bull Leighton Orient save. Because we're so dominant in that save, our players are so strong, I don't even need to talk to the team. And it's really weird actually talking to the team before a game. It's Bizarre. It's bizarre. I don't need to talk to the team. But then again, we're so powerful in that save. Absolutely powerful. It's kind of boring at the minute. I know it's going to get harder as we go through the leagues. But it's boring at the minute. It's incredibly boring at the minute because all we're doing is just like, we'll turn up 6-0, turn up 6-0, turn up 5-0, turn up 8-0, 10-0, 11-0, 14-0. And we're just beating the fuck out of everyone. And it is a little bit boring at the moment. I think we've lost 2 games all season and won all the others so far. So, right, Stark. Rema. So obviously last season we had a cracking season. Punched well above our weight. I was actually hoping for a lot more money coming into the team this year. That hasn't happened, obviously. So we're still going to be, Bozic, as we put a goal past Rijeka, we're still very much underdogs, both financially and skillfully on the pitch. We're not as powerful as other teams. We don't have the same training setups. We don't have the same youth facilities, the same stadium. We're not at the same level. So I'm expecting that last season was a massive fluke, and this season's going to be difficult as fuck. I have decided, with regards to hanging about at Sibenik, to put it on hold until the end of the season. A decision on whether or not we split off a Sibenik save or not. The reason for that is because we've got the 2 saves going on the channel with the Red Bull Leyton Orient save and this save, plus a few of the subs have been calling for another Motorsport Manager playthrough. I just don't know where I'm going to be able to fit it in. Plus, I want to do other games as well. There you go. I mean, I could set up a second channel, but that's hassle, if I'm completely fucking honest. For me, someone who's as lazy as me, that is fucking hassle. So it's trying to find space for them. I think if we're going to do anything, like we're going to bring in Motorsport Manager, we're going to bring in, I don't know, I've been toying massively with the idea of doing a Europa Universalis playthrough, because I want to add something else to the channel. But I know there's games coming out soon that I want to do, and I don't want to start a playthrough on something and then go, well, this one's out, so we're going to cancel this. I don't want to do that, because I've done that before, and I think it's a bit of a dick move to do that, especially if people get into something. So what I'll end up doing is probably looking at the channel in the future, slowing down certain things, maybe have the Journeyman come down to 2 days a week, Red Bull 2 days a week, the Motorsport Manager once a week maybe. So there'll be the Monday to Fridays, and then we'll do a bonus one on a Saturday or a Sunday. I don't know yet. I haven't really fully decided. Let's make a final substitution. Spano for Morris, and then get Lukina on. Just thinking about how tired some of these players are. Spano and Zernia and Stanek are all pretty knackered at this point. May switch to a control just for a little while. Fuck. I knew that was going to happen. That's why I switched to control. So I was like, they're going to put a goal past us. If we don't do it, they're going to put a goal past us. And guess what? They did. So we're going to go overload now because I want to win. All right. Well done, Pandarov. Get the ball in. Get the ball in. Someone on the end of it. Oh, Sago would have put it away. I like Bozic. It's great, but Sago is a different level. Bozic. Square it, mate. Square it. You got people in the middle. Look, look. Oh, they nearly put it in the back of their own fucking net. Oh. They have dominated this match, by the way. If you're looking at the match stats on the right there, 16 of their shots compared to our fucking 7. Bozic, you're going to get dispossessed, aren't you? You're going to get tackled. No, you managed to find someone. Although that was the end of the highlight. Alright, let's push forward. Fuck it. Let's try. We've got 5 minutes to try and get an away win against fucking Rijeka. That'll be a good way to start the season. I mean, an away draw against them is a good way to start. Penrith! Oh, straight to the keeper! Straight to the fucking keeper. All of that space, he could have just... Ah! Ah. And they're going to score here, aren't they? They're going to fuck me up the bum. That's what the FM stands for. Fuck me. Right, it was a good effort though. I mean, it just wasn't. Oh no, there we go. Defense, passionate. I'm impressed. You started defending. Midfield, assertive. I was impressed with how you controlled midfield, and Bozic was really happy. So I mean, the first game of the season, 1-1 draw away against one of the biggest teams in the league. I think that's good. I think that's good. Andrade against your team, yeah, it's not a lot you can do, is there? Pandarov, yeah, don't want to rush him. Letica, solid game. Pandarov, it wasn't terrible performance. So yeah, so an away draw, I don't think is too bad at all. See if we can quickly, oh, maybe not. Why can't I make a board request? Before we end this episode, that's because it's the same fucking day, we're going to go to tomorrow and we're going to ask the board for a stadium expansion, unless I already have, and they've said no, in which case we can't. Because we're in the Champions, well, we'll say we're in Champions League. We could be in the Champions League, and there's going to be big teams coming and more fans coming, so we might want to make the most of that, you know. Come on. Obviously, if we get through to the group stage, we absolutely fucking will. All right, board request, stadium. Build, no, we're not going to be able to build a new stadium, are we? Minimal expansion potential. Promise. Ooh, we can have a new stadium. We can have a new stadium. So basically, I promised that our statue is going to increase. This is my last season here, so I'm going to be moving on after this season. So they said if we don't do that, the result could be termination. That's fine by me. While we're here, can we get an increased scouting range? I have more options. Impossible. Ah, you wankers. Okay, what about facilities? Can you improve the youth facilities? Just do it less of a lottery. Fuck you. Right. So, planned new stadium is a smaller capacity. Why? Why would you go with a smaller capacity stadium? You fucking morons, right? What jobs are available? I'm not going to Belarus. That club, that entire league is disappearing off this game soon. I have removed a few leagues, or some leagues will be getting removed. If we go to the add/remove leagues, as we can see, Belgian Pro League B, Belarusian, Australia, because we never ended up going there. Bottom 2 leagues for England, bottom 2 leagues for France, Iceland, bottom league of Spain, bottom league of Portugal, MLS, bottom Serie C. There's a lot of leagues going. Part of that is to try and increase the speed, but also because they're now going to be below our station. I think we're a bit too big for some of those. So, yeah. There's no teams, there's no jobs available at the minute. Not that I'm going to jump ship, because obviously we don't worry about the new stadium until 2022. But it has pissed me off. What's also pissed me off is the fact that this decided to freeze up a little bit. So, there we go. Thank fuck for that. So, what we got? Under review, insecure, German Festival, Gelsenkirchen. I would take a Gelsenkirchen job. Yeah, screw it. If that comes available, we're going to reply for that, by the way. I'm telling you now. As much as I want to stay at Sibenik for a little bit longer, if that becomes available, I'm applying for it. I don't care. Rich, German First Division, Gelsenkirchen. Yeah. Yep. It's got to be a possibility, hasn't it? Anything else there that could potentially draw my eye? Draw my eye. Don't draw my eye, by the way. That'd be weird. Receiving that as like an email or anything like that. Just a picture of my eye. That'd be bizarre. It'd scare the fuck out of me. Right. Anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of today's episode. Before we finish off, obviously we've got a Continental C license. I did ask for a new training a new license. They said no. Can't afford the money at the minute. Okay, if you say so. Our win percentage is currently 70%, which is cracking. Goals for 266. Goals against 137. Not so good. Our personal coaching abilities are all right. You know, they're okay. Still trying to get over this Australia thing. I don't know what's going on there. Olaf Melberg still hates us. Jose Mourinho was on that list a couple of months ago. Don't know how he heard of us, but still. Anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of today's episode. Thank you very much for joining me again. I do appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, then please do go ahead and subscribe. If you have enjoyed today's video, please double thumbs up. And let me know in the comments what you think for our new young signings. Do you think they're going to be... I mean, obviously, we're not going to be there to see their full development, but do you think they're going to see the club in good stead as the years go on? And that is it. Anyway, guys, I'll see you when I see you. Take care. Bye-bye.